Alright guys, back at it again. I just made my final cut on my passenger side frame rail. It is relatively simple. Took saws off and cut the rest of the damage out. But I got two little issues that I ran into dropping this subframe. When the nut cert on your subframe breaks free inside the frame rail, I'm actually going to have to open up this frame rail here and re-weld that nut cert back into the frame rail. That way I can get this bolt out. I just cut the subframe because I'm replacing it anyway. And then the other little issue I ran into was the second bolt forward on the passenger side snapped. The head snapped off, so I still got to get that rest of that bolt out of the frame rail before I can put in the new subframe. Alright, well, I got the broken bolt out from the subframe that was right here, but now I gotta get the one down here where the nut cert broke loose, so the bolt's just spinning around. I'll try to get a video of this. The bolt is right there, but it simply spins in place. So I gotta get in there and re-weld that nut cert into place. I have no room on the inside to cut in there, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be reinforced just like in this frame rail here. So I don't think going in at the bottom is going to be much of a help. So I'm going to go ahead and make a little access right here, weld that nut cert into place, and then remove that bolt, and then re-weld this back up. Alright, so I gotta make a big enough tab in here that I will actually be able to re-weld this up. Alright, so here is the nut cert that's broke free. I'm just going to re-weld that in place. That way I can take that last subframe bolt out. Oh, and after you weld in here, make sure that you put some kind of corrosion protection. Either, I'm going to use weld through primer personally. You can use whatever you have. Gotta let that cool down before I try to take that bolt out. I don't want to break that weld. This is more than enough. It only had 2 tacks on it before, so that's what it looks like. Well, I got the patch all welded back in. I had to stop and let it cool down. I did it multiple times. That way, nothing warped. But now I'm just gonna grind it down and put some corrosion protection on it. And now I'm just gonna prep the area real quick with a little bit of 220. That way the corrosion protection, the primer doesn't peel around this area. I'll go ahead and hit it with a little bit of white paint when I paint the rest of the frame rails and stuff, but I don't want it to start rusting before then, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some corrosion protection on it right away. I gotta do my finish cut on my front frame rail, driver's side. Passenger side is pretty good right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this front frame rail, and then we're gonna start mocking it up, make sure everything fits and is looking right. I already did my rough cut. I'm gonna come back now, do a finish cut before I cut it off with a Sawzall. Now though, that I want to be 1/8 of an inch out to where my replacement piece is going to be at. That way I can grind it down and to make sure it fits perfectly. Oh, and if you have a good windshield, unlike mine, you probably would want to cover it up when you're throwing sparks. That way it doesn't pit anything up. Cuts I made before were just really to get all the wrecked material out of my way for the most part. So now we're doing our finished cuts. You can just grind it down to exactly keep test fit until it fits right where you want it. But before I put the whole front end back up, I'm gonna have to put the subframe back in. I got the new motor mounts and everything from GM. So I'll be mounting them back on the motor, and that way we can mock everything up and make sure everything looks right. The first thing I gotta do is I gotta put in the replacement motor mounts. I'm gonna turn on some tunes because I already know my brother's gonna fast forward this. Alright fellas, look, I'm making tabs for my reinforcement, and I just wanted to show you what a quick glimpse. I already grind them down, cover them weld through primer. I'm gonna plug weld this right here. I already have it marked out, and I have tabs for all the flats on the rail. I used just cut flats out of the old frame rails, so I use the same exact material. I only put 2 on each rail. I put the other 2 backing plates inside so it'll help square it up. That's going to reinforce where I'm welding, and it'll make it much stronger.
We're going to get the red, white, and blue.
Yeah, we'll paint the doors blue. Look at that.
Looking good.
No, I mean look at the hole lines.
Yeah, definitely. It's spot on.
Like, you got all these are all lined up. Like,
it's going to be clean.
It's going to be fast forward through.
Yeah.
It's a good sign when all the bolts just go right in the hole up. You know what I mean?
Just slip right in.
Alright, we got the whole front end mocked up. Fits good. We got good body lines. Everything fit in just right. All the holes lined up. So now it's time to start welding. Weld these frame rails back in. Now we know everything fits right. I got the subframe in. It's completely bolted up.